Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, most merciful. Dear students, I am Dr. Asrar Ahmed and it's my lecture number 18. This lecture is related with chain reaction between hydrogen and bromine to produce hydrogen bromide, and this topic has been taken from the course Reaction Dynamics and the course code is CHEM 4146. Dear students, before starting my lecture, you must know that what is meant by chemical chain reaction. Dear students, chemical chain reaction means a series of chemical reaction where the products of the reactions contribute to the reactants of another reaction. So, in the chain reaction, basically there are three steps involved. Number one, initiation. Number two, propagation. Number three, termination. If you see in this diagram, you can see the terms initiation, propagation and termination. What happens in the initiation? During this step, the reactants produce free radicals, and in the propagation, free radicals combine with the reactant molecules and they further produce free radicals. And when the free radicals combine with each other and a final product is formed, then this step will be called termination. Dear students, for the sake of simplicity, we will take a general reaction between hydrogen and bromine. If you see equation number 1, according to equation number 1, when hydrogen and bromine react with each other, then they produce 2 mole of HBr. So it is an elementary biomolecular reaction, and apparently it looks that this reaction is second order reaction. But at the end we will conclude that this reaction, which is looking a second order reaction, basically it is a fractional order reaction and the order of this reaction will be 1.5, not 2.0. If we see the history of this reaction, then very early a scientist, that is the Bodenstein, he completed his study by using hydrogen and iodine. When he applied the same results of hydrogen and iodine, then he studied the kinetics of hydrogen and bromine. But after all, another scientist, Lynch, he repeated the experiment, but the results of the Lind were totally different from the previous results. So this reaction between hydrogen and bromine to produce hydrogen bromide is very interesting reaction because the kinetics studied in the past that shows contradiction of the results. But when we study this kinetics, then we finally conclude a reaction that the rate of the formation of hydrogen bromide DHBr over dt will be equal to KH2Br 2 raised to power 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus K bar into HBr over Br. So dear students, this reaction shows the rate of the formation of HBr from hydrogen and bromine. Here are two types of the constant, rate constant K and rate constant K dash. So you can say these are two different constants, and in the remaining lecture we will study their values. So from this equation number 1, it is very clear that this expression is not consistent with the equation number 1. If you see equation number 1, this equation is showing different, and this is the different rate of the formation of HBr, that is totally different from equation number 1. So dear students, now we will study in detail the kinetics of the chain reaction between hydrogen and bromine. Dear students, in 1920, Christiansen and Hertzfeld, they proposed a mechanism that is thought that it is very satisfactory chain mechanism for the formation of HBr, and this mechanism has been shown in the form of equation number 3. If you see, the equation number 3 has 5 steps. Step number 1, step number 2, 3, 4 and 5. Dear students, in the first step, what will happen? Under rate constant K1, this bromine molecule will dissociate into bromide free radical. This dot on the Br shows it is the free radical. So bromine molecule will dissociate into bromide free radical. Under the rate constant K2, in the step number 2, this bromide free radical will react with hydrogen and it will produce hydrogen bromide and hydrogen free radical. While in the step number 3, hydrogen free radical will react with bromine molecule and it will produce HBr and bromine free radical under rate constant K3. And in the step number 4, hydrogen free radical will react with hydrogen bromide and it will produce hydrogen and bromine under rate constant K4, while in the final step, that is the termination step, Br free radical will react with each other and under rate constant K5 they will produce bromine molecule. So dear students, here are total 5 steps. The first step will be chain initiation. The step number 2, 3 and 4, they will be propagation step, while step number 5, it will be the termination step. So dear students, now our next study will totally depend upon this equation number 3. So it is very important to understand this equation number 3, because in step number 1, bromine molecule will dissociate to produce bromine free radical. In second step, third step and fourth step, these free radicals will produce with different reactants and products, and they will produce products and further free radicals. And at the last, in the fifth step, these free radicals, they will react with each other and will produce a molecule. So you can say that the mechanism that has been shown in this equation number 3, it consists of the following steps. Initiation step, step number 1, propagation, step number 2, 3 and 4, termination step, that is the step number 5. So the detail that has been I have explained. In the first step, one bromine molecule will associate into two bromine radical. In the step number 2 and 3, propagation step, while the step number 4, that is usually called inhibition step, because it involves the removal of the molecule of the product, while the last step, it will be called termination step, in which two bromine free radicals combine with each other and produce bromine free radical. So dear students, if we use the mechanism that has been shown in this equation number 3, we can find out the rate of formation of product HBr, that can be given as following, that dHBr over dt is equal to K2 plus K3 minus K4. You remember that HBr is being produced in this step number 2, in this step number 3, and it is consumed in the step number 4 as shown in this step equation number 3. HBr is being produced in step number 2, step number 3 and consumed in step number 4. So dHBr over dt will be equal to K2 Br H2 plus K3 Br2 hydrogen free radical minus K4 H0 HBr. So, dear students, from this left hand side you can take one thing common, that is the hydrogen free radical. So in the left hand side hydrogen free radical can be taken as common. So this equation will become equation number 4, according to which dHbr over dt will be equal to K2 Br naught H2 plus K3 into Br2 minus K4 HBr into H, because this H, this is the common radical in the left hand side of this above equation. So dear students, now in the remaining part of this lecture, we will find out the rate of the formation of this bromine free radical and the rate of the formation of hydrogen free radical. We will put their values and ultimately we will be able to find out the order of this reaction. So to find out the rate of the formation of bromine free radical, dBr naught dt is equal to 2K1Br2 minus K2BrH2 plus K3Br2H plus K4HHBr minus 2K5Br twice. This equation means, that is equation number 5, that bromine free radical is being produced in step number 1, step number 3, step number 4, and this minus indicates that this bromine free radical has been consumed in the step number 2, step number 5. So the rate of the formation of bromine free radical dBr over dt, it will be equal to 2K1 minus K2 plus K3 plus K4 minus 2K5, and by applying the rate law terms you can write this equation number 5. Dear students, now we will apply the steady state approximation. It means at the steady state approximation, the net rate of the formation of bromine free radical will be equal to 0. So, if we apply this steady state approximation, then the left hand side of this equation number 5 will be equal to 0, because dBr over dt is equal to 0 at the steady state approximation. So, the left hand side of the equation number 5, that is this one, will be equal to 0. This one, this is the left hand side and this is the 0, this 0 is the this one. So if we separate the variables, just like K2 and 2K5, this one, this K2, these are minus term, they can be taken on the other side, so they will become positive. So K2 plus 2K5 will be equal to 2K1 plus K3. Dear students, plus K4. Dear students, if you see in this equation, here one thing is common on this left hand side, that is this hydrogen free radical. This hydrogen free radical is present on the left hand side. So if we take this common, then we can write this equation in the form of equation number 6. So according to equation number 6, K2BrH2 plus 2K5Br raised to power 2 will be equal to 2K1Br2 plus K3Br2 plus K4HBr into H0, because this hydrogen is the free radical here. Dear students, from this equation number 6, we can find out the value of the formation of hydrogen free radical. So rate of formation of hydrogen free radical dH0 over dt is equal to K2 minus K3 minus K4. It means this hydrogen free radical has been produced in the step number 2 and has been consumed in the step number 3 and step number 4. So according to equation number 7, if we apply the steady state approximation, then we can say that dH naught over dt is equal to 0. It means the net rate of the formation of hydrogen free radical during the steady state approximation will be equal to 0. So, if we apply this condition to equation number 7, dear students, I think this is the equation number 7, so you can change it equation number 7 here. This is the equation number 7. So by applying the conditions to this equation number 7, this left hand side, this one, it will become equal to 0. So this K2, Br0, H2 minus K3, H0, Br2 minus K4, HBr, H0 will be equal to 0 because according to steady state approximation, dH0 over dt is equal to 0. So this equation number 7 can be written as that the sum of the K2 minus K3 minus K4 will be equal to 0. So dear students, if we rearrange this relation, and by taking these negative values on the other side, so this equation can be written as that K3 H0 Br2 plus K2 HBr H0 is equal to K2 Br0 H2. These K3 and K4 values were minus here, K3 and K4. So here they have been on the other side in the positive form. So K3 plus K4 is equal to K2. So you can say that the right hand side of this equation, if you see here, that here is the hydrogen free radical, here it is also hydrogen free radical, and if we take the common term H0, so this H0 is the common, so right hand side of this equation can be written as K3 Br2 plus K4 HBr, and this hydrogen is the free radical that we have taken as a common term. So this is equal to K2 Br into H2. Dear students, if we divide this side of the right hand side on both sides, then we can have the concentration of hydrogen free radical. Dear students, the concentration of hydrogen free radical according to equation number 8 is equal to K2 Br0 H2 K3 Br2 plus K4 HBr. So dear students, if we put this value of hydrogen, this one, in equation number 6, and this is the equation number 6, this one, so we will put this value here in this place. So if we put this value of free radical hydrogen from this equation number 8 into equation number 6, so he can write as follows. So this equation number 6 will become that K2 Br0 H2 plus 2K5 Br0 square is equal to 2K1 Br2 plus K3 Br2 plus K4 HBr. And dear students, if we write this term as following, that we take this value in the numerator and this value in the denominator, so by just writing here this K2 Br0 H2 divided by K3 Br2 plus K4 HBr, and this will be cancelled out with the other terms. So the remaining concentration will be written as that K2 Br0 H2 plus 2K2 Br0 twice square plus 2K1 Br2 plus K2 Br into H2. So from here you can have the concentration of bromide free radical. So the bromine free radical square, it will be equal to 2K1 Br2 over 2K5, and by simplifying this equation, Br free radical square is equal to K1 over K5 into Br2, because here what will happen, this 2 will be cancelled out with this 2 1, and if we take the square root on both sides, then according to equation number 9, the concentration of this bromine free radical, it will be equal to K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2 into Br2 raised to power 1 by 2. So dear students, from equation number 9, we have the value of bromine free radical. So now we will put this value in equation number 9. No, not in 9, in equation number 8. This equation number 8. We will put this in equation number 8. So you write here equation number 8. Now we will put this value in equation number 8. So according to equation number 8, it will be written as hydrogen free radical concentration is equal to K2, K1, K5, H2, Br2 raised to power 1 by 2, K3 Br2 plus K4 HBr. So we got this equation number 10. So dear students, we have this value of bromine free radical. This is the value of hydrogen. So you can say now we have two different values, one for the bromine free radical and the other for the hydrogen free radical. So dear students, now we will put these values of bromine free radical and hydrogen free radical from equation number 9 and 10, and we will put these two values back into equation number 4. Dear students, if you remember equation number 4, then according to equation number 4, this was the equation, this one, this. So here you can see this is the value of bromine and this is the value of hydrogen. So here we will put the value of bromine free radical and here we will put the value of hydrogen free radical from equation number 9 and 10. So by putting the values of bromine and hydrogen free radicals in this equation number 4, so he will get this value as following: dHbr over dt from equation number 4. So by putting the values, we will have this value K2 H2 K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2 into Br2 raised to power 1 by 2 plus K3 Br2 minus K4 HBr into K2 into K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2 H2 Br2 raised to power 1 by 2 divided by K3 Br2 plus K4 HBr. So this is the value of dHbr over dt. Dear students, this is a very complicated equation. So if we simplify this equation, then you can see that from this right hand side we can take one thing common. Remember, what thing can be taken here common? In this portion and in this portion. So if we simplify this equation, we will get this equation that dHbr over dt is equal to K2 into K1 over K5, this one, into H2, this H2, and Br2, this Br2 raised to power 1 by 2. So here we are taking something common, and that this is the common term here, this one. Here the common term is K2, K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2. This is here, this is here. So we can take this term as a common. Here and here, these two terms can be taken as common. So inside the bracket we will write 1 plus K3Br2 minus K4 HBr over K3Br2 plus K4 HBr. So dear students, if we simplify this equation further, then we will get that dHbr over dt is equal to H2Br2 raised to power 1 by 2 into K3Br2 plus K4 HBr plus K3Br2 minus K4 HBr divided by K3Br2 plus K4HBr. So here it will be multiplied with K2 into K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2. So dear students, this equation after simplification can be written as that dHbr over dt into K2 K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2 into H2 Br2 this one into 2K3Br2 2K3Br2 because this is K3Br2, this is K3Br2, they will be added up where it will be 2 for the addition or for the summation, and this K4HBr will be cancelled out with this K4HBr divided by K3Br2 plus K4HBr. Dear students, if we multiply and divide the right hand side of this equation by K3Br2, then we can write this equation as dHbr over dt is equal to 2K2 into K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2 into H2 Br2 raised to power 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus K4HBr over K3Br. So dear students, from this equation you can further simplify that dHbr over dt is equal to K2H2Br2 raised to power 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus K bar HBr over Br2, because here what we did that this 2K2 into K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2, we have taken this equal to rate constant K. So this rate constant K mean, this K rate constant mean 2K2, K1, K5 raised to power 1 by 2, while this K dash mean K4 and K3. If you see the previous equation, this is the value of K bar, K, and this is the value of K bar. So K is equal to 2K2 K1 over K5 raised to power 1 by 2 and K bar is equal to K4 over K3. So this equation can be written as dHbr over dt into KH2 Br2 raised to power 1 by 2 over 1 plus K bar HBr over Br. Dear students, if we apply the initial condition that when time is equal to 0 seconds, then definitely product will have 0 concentration. So if time is the 0 second, then the concentration of HBr will also be equal to 0. So the net rate of the formation of HBr is equal to dHbr over dt is equal to K into H2 into Br2 raised to power 1 by 2. This K H2 into Br2 raised to power 1 by 2, because when the initial condition that time is equal to 0, HBr is equal to 0, so this denominator it will be cancelled. So rate of the formation of HBr will be equal to KH2 into Br2 raised to power 1 by 2. So dear students, if we write the overall order of this reaction, then it will be equal to 1.51 plus 0.5 or 1 by 2. So it will be 1.5. This is the order of reaction for the formation of HBr from hydrogen and bromine. So here the rate of formation of HBr will be maximum at this point, when the order of reaction will be equal to 1.5. So dear students, in the start of my lecture, when I wrote this equation number 1, you noted the point that apparently this reaction looks second order reaction, because here 1 mole of hydrogen, 1 mole of bromine, they are producing 2 mole of HBr. So apparently this reaction looks second order reaction, but in actual practice when we apply the chain reaction mechanism that was proposed by Christiansen and Hirschfeld, so at the end we concluded that the reaction between hydrogen and bromine is fractional order reaction, and the order of this reaction is 1.5, that is in fraction, So, dear students, from this conclusion, from this reaction, we can conclude that there are so many reactions which look like first order or look like second order or look like third order, but when we study their mechanism, then we come to the conclusion that the order of reaction may be in fraction, as given here that the rate of the formation of HBr looks a second order reaction, but when we studied the kinetics of this reaction in detail, then we came to know that the order of this reaction is 1.5, not 2.0. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.